In this video you're going to see totally different camera angle position than my standard one. You're going to see it in the spindle orientation, how high do I position tool rest, and where I'm actually cutting in terms of position on the spindle. And also you're going to see it on a cross-grain work. So it's a short video using just several tools, but hopefully you're going to find it beneficial. So keep watching. So I'll start with this block of cherry and this Continental spindle gouge. This is 30 mm wide that I use for roughing down spindles. So bring the speed up gradually. So you can see the tool rest is around center height of the lathe. So I can use gouge or I can use skew. So I can do a peeling cut, but with the skew I like to raise the tool rest slightly higher. So I'm cutting at roughly 11 o'clock here. If you watch the clock face, if you imagine the clock face as an end grain. So I like to cut at around 11 o'clock. So for the peeling cut, the handle goes way down. So I raise the tool rest slightly, so once the corners are removed I can work again on around 11 o'clock position here. So just showing you various cuts. From a little bit of different angle. Show you that again. Now, if you don't feel like using skew, you can use spindle gouge. Now, for the spindle gouge, I like to drop the rest slightly down, so I'm cutting roughly at maybe 10 o'clock position. Same job, or you can use or you can use something like a skew gouge. So this is a skew gouge. It has a shallow, really shallow flute here. It's basically like a scraper, but it has a shallow flute here. It's a 6 mm thick by 1/2 inch or 12 mm wide, and it does the job really nicely. So just goofing around, but you can see works lovely, and the surface is really nice. So again, you can do this with a spindle gouge. or you can use skew. Now for the cove skew, this big isn't ideal. You can do it, but again, it's not ideal maybe tool. But for rolling beads, great tool. And also for sizing, it's a great tool to have. You can size the spindle really quickly, and again, if you want to shape it, so again, let's say I want to roll a bead here. Okay, remove this out of the way. So we have a nice bead here exposed. And again, skew, great tool for planing cuts. Accidentally turn off the lathe. So that's how I use tools in spindle orientation in terms of tool rest height. Hopefully that's quite visible, and you get this. Let me just adjust the focus a little bit. So you get this spindle, not the cleanest, but you can see all the details are really nice and clean. Now this is walnut blank. I cut this down roughly 2.5 years ago and processed it, and I left it like this to dry out. Now this line here is the center of the blank, and for the cross grain work I like to cut on that center line or a little bit above that. So when I place this is 12 mil diameter or 1/2 inch diameter ball gouge, you can see I'm slightly above that. So I can even drop the tool rest slightly down. And first job is to true the blank up. Bring the speed up gradually, 1400 RPM. Ball gouge I'll use this time. So I'm trying to stay away from your view. And I can ride the bevel to the center. And what I'll do real quick is just true up the top. Now I'll do this left hand, so I'll try to not obstruct your view. So that's the blank. Still a little bit of bark here. but the blank is nice and clean. So if you want to do any kind of plate or bowl shape, and now it's the time. Now let's say for the push cut, the same tool rest height, so around center height, maybe slightly above. Now it does vibrate a little bit because the top where the screw chuck is, it's not flat. So you can see that's really nice, clean. And if I would use spindle gouge to rough out, let's say, the blank, same procedure, same tool rest height, slightly different tool position. If I want to do a push cut, then I get behind the tool. Or I can use asymmetric ball gouge. So that's roughed out shape, and let's say nice shear cut. But this time I was using a little bit more towards the right wing to get a nice shear angle, and you can see that's again really nice clean blank. And finally, scraper. This is a refiner. So again, I want to have the tool rest high enough so at the center height I'm pitched down with the tool. So hopefully you can see that. So the end of the handle is higher than the tip here, and I'm cutting around center height. So usually I would stand right here, but I'll be then obstructing the view of the camera. So I'll do this left hand. Or you can shear scrape as well. Again, really nice, clean blank. Please let me know in the comments below what other project you would like to see, or techniques, or maybe different kind of camera angles as well. This is sort of a short video just explaining where I position the tool rest in terms of height, and also where I'm cutting with the tools on a slightly different camera angle. So hopefully this, alongside with all of my other videos, will sort of help you understand how I use tools and how I do wood turning. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to type in the comments what other maybe camera position you would like to see, and also what other project you would like to see me do. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.